Hey, I want to take a few moments today to address a question I've been getting quite a bit lately. As you know, we are living under special circumstances right now. We are facing a pandemic of the Chinese coronavirus. And because of that, a lot of people are staying home. A lot of public places are being closed. Schools, shooting ranges, even public lands where people shoot on are now closed in a lot of areas. So people that like to shoot, people that are gun owners, gun enthusiasts are asking me, how do you go about shooting during this pandemic? How do you go about practicing, keeping your skills sharp, etc.? Well, to answer those people, I have to say one thing doesn't affect me, and that's having a place to shoot. I can shoot on my own property. Now, I know that's kind of a self-centric answer, but that's how it is for me. I don't have to worry about a place to shoot, unlike some people out there. But still, I'm not shooting. That's my simple answer to the question of how do you go about keeping shooting and blah, blah, blah. I say don't. And here's why I say don't. Because during this pandemic and because of during a lot of other crises also, people go out and they panic buy ammo. And that makes an ammo shortage, and that makes ammo prices go through the roof. Places like Cheaper Than Dirt are really just scalping people on ammo prices. If you can even find it now, it's more expensive usually. And I don't want to contribute to that. I don't want to contribute to the price gouging. I don't want to contribute to the shortages, etc. So I don't want to have to buy any ammo during a crisis. During a crisis, you go into conservation mode. You conserve food, you conserve water, you conserve toilet paper, and I think you should conserve ammo. You don't have to shoot every day to keep your skills sharp. If you're someone who has practiced regularly with your firearms, you've grown up shooting, you're not going to lose those skills over a month or two. You're going to be just fine. So sometimes it's best to just sit back, not shoot at all, and not contribute to the problems. And that's what I choose to do. I choose not to shoot during times like this. I'm conserving my ammo because not only do I not want to contribute to the shortages, and not only do I want to give the extra money to the scalpers that are trying to make extra money off their ammo, I don't want to be a part of that at all, but also I consider what might happen if ammo supplies don't come back. You know, during a time like this, if all these ammo manufacturers have to close their factories because they can't have the workers getting together, and that goes on for any extended period of time, and then somehow they hit money problems and they don't open back up, well, then we might be facing long-term ammo shortages that take a while to go away. Now, luckily, I have a local producer, Minuteman Ammo here, so I don't really have a problem getting ammo right now, but still, I look forward to any potential problems in the future. So I think to myself, what I've got here on hand, I want to keep on hand in case things get even worse than they are now. So I'm not shooting. Like I said, I'm not going to get any worse if I don't shoot for 2 months. I'm not going to get any better if I do shoot. I'm at that age where I ain't getting any better or any worse, probably. I might get worse eventually as my eyesight goes. But for right now, for 2 months, month or 2 months, it's not a big deal for me to not shoot. I mean, of course, yes, I like to go shoot, and I like to just walk right down the back of my property and do it. But I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking I don't want to contribute to shortages, like I said. I don't want to pay scalper prices. And if things get worse, I want to still be just as prepared as I am now. And that's my advice to everyone out there who's talking about, got to keep shooting during the ammo crisis. No, don't worry about it. Now, I know a lot of instructors will tell you, got to keep skills sharp, got to practice every day, got to do it. Fuck that shit. If you're a proficient shooter, you'll still be a proficient shooter 2 months from now. If you're a good shooter, you'll still be a good shooter 2 months from now. Just save your ammo. It's best for you. It's best for the industry. It's best for everybody right now. Because we don't want to create a situation where there's long-term shortages. And if people keep hoarding now, there's going to be long-term shortages, and there's not going to be a lot of new sales because people are going to be using the ammo they hoarded for a long time, so manufacturers are going to see decreases in sales. It's just a really bad cycle to get into. So during these bad times, I just conserve my ammo, and I encourage you to do so too. The only exception I would say is if you are a new gun owner, you've just bought your first gun, well, take a box of 50 out, get proficient with it, learn how to shoot it. Realize the end with the hole in it goes towards the bad guy or the target, and you keep your finger off the trigger unless you want it to go boom. Those are the things you really got to master, and that's not really rocket science. It's not hard. I think most adults, after firing 50 rounds or 100 rounds through a gun, will be okay with that gun, especially when it comes to just simple self-defense in home situations. So practice safety at home even without the gun loaded, without using any ammo. Take it to the range once or twice, put a box or two of target ammo through it, and then wait. Don't be paying the outrageous prices for ammo now. Don't be contributing to the shortages. And like I said, conserve it in case you need it later. So that's my answer to the people who ask, how do you go about shooting and practicing during the pandemic? I don't. I conserve my ammo because I don't know when I'm going to be able to get it again in any regular manner.